The 2020 iPhone SE is way too easy to recommend in 2023. If you're after a cheap iPhone that offers great performance and has a fantastic camera, as long as you're not bothered about the uninspiring design, I'd easily recommend the 2020 SE for you. The 2020 SE can be picked up on Amazon or eBay for about £150 with warranty. This particular SE that I've got cost me £130 as I bought it in the worst condition available with 12 months of warranty. And for that kind of money, I don't think you can go wrong. In this video, I'll give you a full overview of how the 2020 SE holds up in 2023, so you can decide whether or not you want to go ahead and buy one. So I'm going to start off with the design, and I'm going to be really quick here. The physical design of the SE is its biggest drawback, just because it's really uninspiring, and it's essentially the same design as the iPhone 6, which was launched all the way back in 2014. With the home button, the SE is a really friendly phone for people who aren't going to be as comfortable with the gesture-based system of some of the more modern iPhones, and the Touch ID system works really well, and it's better than Face ID in my opinion. So the front of this phone, you're going to find a 4.7-inch LCD display, and this display has been good enough since 2014 and is still good enough now. So moving on to performance. Performance is just where this phone absolutely shines. The SE is powered by the A13 chip, which is the exact same processor found in the iPhone 11 and offers you better performance than any brand new phone at this price point. iOS 16 runs fantastically, gaming is great and smooth, multitasking is great. Just about anything that you throw at this phone in 2023 is going to work really well and smooth. Although this phone is coming up to 3 years old, I'm confident that it's going to get at least a minimum of 3 years of iOS and most likely longer. So there really is no need to worry about longevity at all when considering buying a 2020 SE. I don't actually have any performance related complaints with this phone. I personally use an iPhone 12 as my daily driver, and this SE just doesn't feel any different from that. I think iPhones have hit a point of peak performance where really any improvements are marginal gains, and for most people, myself included, we just aren't going to notice the difference. The 2020 SE for 99% of people is going to be more than powerful enough and will feel quick enough for pretty much everyone. So next up, let's take a look at the camera, and this is another area where this phone shines. And again, for a phone that's 150 quid, you're not going to buy a used or a brand new phone that comes anywhere close to this. Maybe the only example that I can think of is a Google Pixel. So the main camera is 12 megapixels and can take some really great photos. My only complaint would be the lack of a wide-angle camera lens, which is a nice feature to have, and I do use it a lot on my iPhone 12, but at this price point I really can't ask for more. So here are a few sample photos, and I'm confident you're going to be impressed by the images, especially when you're only spending £150 on this phone. In terms of video, it can shoot 4K 60p video and it looks great. It's going to be more than good enough for starting a YouTube channel, capturing your memories, or sort of daily vlogging. I'm pretty sure that there are going to be people out there who have shot short films, etc. on a 2020 SE. The camera is fantastic value for money. I'd almost go as far to say, if you had 150 quid to spend on a camera, I'd recommend just buying the 2020 SE. It's going to provide better photos than most cheap digital cameras that are going to be on the market today. I mean, film cameras admittedly is a little bit different and probably better than the SE, but most cheap digital cameras, this will provide better photos and better videos. Battery life is another disadvantage of the 2020 SE, so it's only got an 1800 milliamp hour battery, and to put that into perspective, the Samsung S21 has a 4000 milliamp hour battery, so more than double the battery capacity of the 2020 SE. Admittedly, the 2020 SE, the processor is quite energy efficient, so this 1800 milliamp hour battery isn't quite as bad as it sounds, but it isn't great. You're going to have to get used to either charging this phone a lot, carrying around a charger, or using a charger case. I think realistically you're going to be able to get about 3 hours of light screen on time, and then you're going to be hitting that sort of 20% and your phone running out of battery. If you're playing a game, you are going to rinse through your battery life within an hour and a half or 2 hours. With that being said, with light usage, you're going to be able to get through a full day of use. So if you know that you're going on a long journey and you're going to be playing games, etc. on the train, just make sure to pack a charger and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. To conclude, this video I think has been a relatively quick video just because the SE is that good in 2023. So the only two downsides of the 2020 SE is that design, and the design really isn't that big of a deal. Sure, it looks a little bit outdated, but it's still very functional. And the battery life, I'd say the battery life is a bigger downside than the design, just because 1800 milliamp hours isn't that much, and in the later version of the SE, Apple has upped that to 2000 milliamp hours. If you're out there looking for a great value iPhone, the 2020 SE is just hands down the one to buy. I think I'd go as far to say that this is the best value iPhone that you can buy in 2023. It just has so much performance per pound or dollar that you've spent on buying it. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. Please do subscribe. I think my next few videos are going to be sort of comparison videos comparing the iPhone SE with some other phones that are around a similar price point. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, so I might look a little bit rubbish in my face. I don't know, a little bit under the weather at the moment, but I just wanted to sort of sit down and film this video. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed it, and yeah, more videos on the way. Thanks very much.